Hey guys, this is Shane and welcome to my Curator of the Lost channel. Today, I'm going to show something from a thrift store that I have never encountered, and it's mildly irritating. I think I understand their perspective, but it's worth talking about and putting out there, and it's really how some places I think kind of go against resellers. Okay, so I'm going to cut away to the video and show you from what I saw, but before that, I'm going to say thank you. Thanks for the channel support, the views, the comments, and I look forward to your comments on this subject. So to give you a little prelude before I cut away, this thrift store is actually in Madison, Alabama, North Alabama. I've actually never been to this thrift store, and it's I think it's called Asbury Thrift, and I think it's associated with the local church in the Madison area. So pretty good looking thrift store. It's a whole building, lots of stuff, fairly big book section. I found one book there, but let me cut away and show you the book section and what I saw, and then come back and let's talk about it. So here comes the cutaway. All right, so here's the shelves on the thrift stores, and then I'm gonna do a cutaway. Here's what was plastered on top of them and on the end caps. Purchase of books limited to 8 per transaction. All right, so there you have it, a fairly big book section, right? But the sign, limit of 8 items per transaction. So have you ever seen this at thrift stores? I've never seen this at thrifts or bookstores or whatever. And I think I understand I think that their mentality is that they, if they're providing a thrift service, for people that want to buy goods at a discounted price, they don't want some one person coming in and buying them all up. They want to spread it out. Like it's like, would that be like thrift store socialism or something? I don't know, but I find it troubling that may be their point, and if that's so, that's fine. Part of me is kind of like you're in a Seinfeld episode where I could go in with a buddy or just go in and have a stack and just buy 8 and then get to the back of the line and buy 8 more. I guess I could. Maybe they would just say no if you did that. I don't know how seriously they take this, but like I said, I only found one book, so I didn't test it. But as a reseller, I think that it just goes against being a reseller. It's like against resellers, right? And it's like, okay, so I'd be critical for me for doing this as a hobby, right? But I mean, I can do what I want to do. And if a place, my opinion, and you may have a very different opinion, but if a place offers something for sale for a certain dollar amount, then why can't I buy 1 or 100? They're wanting to sell it. Someone might be critical of me of doing this as a hobby side gig, but what if I'm a reseller that's doing this for my living, for my livelihood, and there's a deal that I can do? I mean, and like I said, I've never been to this thrift store, but I've never seen this kind of limit. I mean, I've had an experience before. I did a video probably 2 years ago now where this lady the video's out there where this lady just called me out for being a reseller. There was a manual on I think it was like real estate, real estate appraising or something. I got it for like 10, 20 bucks and sold it for like 150. And she just railed on me at the checkout, this other customer, right? And I told the story before about my brother. He works in retail, and he's at one point was a store manager at a TJ Maxx, and he had a lady that came in every week when they would mark down the purses, and she would buy them at discount and resell them, and she paid off like $15,000 of debt. And he had people that ask him, does that make you mad? And he's like, no, I'm putting these out at this is our price, this is our schedule for markdown. I wish she would buy every one I put out. It's just a difference in mentality. And I'm interested in your perspective on this, the limit versus, the limit on one person as a reseller versus, I know it stinks if you go into a store and somebody before you has bought everything, but I'm just not a fan of this limit strategy. It's part of the luck of the draw, the thrill of the hunt, you put the work in, you get it, there's all those things combined. And I just don't like an artificial limit on something like from a place that is that is in business to sell things, you know, to make money for their charity, or they could even be a for-profit thrift. But again, their attitude could be that they want to spread it around, and you know, they don't want just one person. They'd rather spread it around, give multiple people the opportunity. Anyway, I'm just curious. I'm curious from your perspective. Excuse me. Have you seen this in your area? Is this kind of buying limits? Is this prevalent where you are? And then, what's your opinion on it? I'm sure we can have some good discourse, some good, you know, I have a feeling most people that watch the channels that are resellers are like, this stinks, you shouldn't be able to limit it. So anyway, again, I've never seen it. I just thought it was worth a quick video for the dialogue, and just maybe even just a little bit of venting on the frustration of it, right? But it's not a thrift store, like I said, I've never been to before, even though it's not that far away. It's just one I just never hit. So I don't know that it'd be on my regular list. If I'm in town, if I'm over in Madison area and there, I would stop by, but it would keep me from being, you know, a regular. And maybe that's what they want. So anyway, see cool, buy cool. And unless you're in a limit situation, then see cool and buy as much cool as they'll let you. So then list it so you can sell it. So talk to you soon. Bye.